on auto destruct. Previously.
I am Lazarus. I will bring death to your cities. No soul is safe. Let the harvest begin.
This drum loop is never gonna get old.
Careful as you'll have to consider. What can I say? Mission failed. When you reach the car bomb, park next to it and let the bomb disposal guy defuse it.
I thought, wait.
3 men have been spotted leaving the scene in a black van. Bunch of disciples. Now that you've dealt with the threat, pick up the mayor and hurry to HQ. We'll take care of him from there.
Why couldn't I have done that before? You could have just... Alright, mayor. You look like every other NPC in the game, but sure. Just...
Mission failed.
Okay. Alright. Hey, Aquas. Hey, Salsa. Hey, Baze. Okay, so I'm not sure if I have the cropping right for this. So last time I streamed and streamed PS1, I hooked this up to my GBS 8200 board because that's how I'm going to be capturing PS1 until OSSC Pro comes out. And I didn't realize until after the stream that there was actually an issue with my board. And it was causing these diagonal waves to like sweep across the screen that I noticed, and I thought it was a power supply dying in my PS1. And turns out that's not the case. It was actually the GBS board was dying. So I happen to have another one. So I plugged in the other one. The image looks fine for now, but unfortunately I can't access the onboard like management page for the thing. So the picture was super dark and I could change that in my OSSC, but I'm not sure if the resolution is correct. So I might have to screw around with that for a little bit here. I didn't realize that might be an issue until we get into it. And it looks like I cranked up the gain a little too high. So let me address that right now before we get into it. Okay, that's probably better. All right. And then we'll see how this goes. All right. Also, I fixed my FPS counter for this. So this should be actually accurate. It said 60 FPS the whole time last time, and that is absolutely not correct. And then this is the wrong aspect ratio. Nice. Okay, let me fix this real quick. Uh-oh. Hopefully that crackling. I don't think that's supposed to sound like that.
I am Lazarus. I will bring...
Something is burning inside my PS1. Okay, I might have to switch back over to... So I opened up my PS1 to do work on it yesterday, and I had to resolder the digital audio board. And I think I fucked it up. Yeah, it sounds like we got some issues with that. Okay. All right, luckily, I can fix that. Or at least I can mitigate that for now. Okay. This. And this. All right. Crackle is gone. I'm going to have to look at that later. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. That's. I'm probably gonna have to resolder my the digital audio board. This is fine.
Without his allies in the police force, the situation in San Francisco has become untenable for Lazarus. He may be on the way out of the city, but he isn't about to leave without a fight. Inflict as much damage as you can on the retreating psychopath and his malevolent minions. And don't be surprised if he has a few surprises in store.
Okay. Okay. All right. So far, one of the big issues...
We're doing our best to track Lazarus. In the meantime, take a trip east and pick up some weapons from the pier.
East, okay. So, one of the big issues of this game is that this. It's got this drum loop. This track that's playing right now, so far, has been the only music in this entire game. Alright, helicopter, let's do it.
You'd better get over to the southwest booth. It looks like Lazarus is making a run for it. He's moving all his equipment and weapons to the beach, probably planning to carry on his work elsewhere. The members of his cult can't be far behind. Stop every vehicle that tries to get to the beach.
Every single one. Okay. So yeah, I made some changes to my frame rate algorithm so that it should be accurate now. And yeah, this is absolutely not a 60 FPS game. Okay, so we're going south and then cutting over to the west. We're just heading west. All right. So this is one of those games that the game tries its best to put every single civilian car in your way that it can. Okay. Yep, cinematic. Ubisoft would be proud. Drum bass, yeah. Yeah, I guess technically this is D&B. Technically. Only technically, though. Why is it suddenly behind me now? Oh. I think I accidentally turned on turbo. Wait, what is this? Why? I thought it was... Oh. The waypoint marker was to the wrong thing. Uh-oh. This might be over already now.
Mission failed.
Of course. Okay, and there's limited lives in this game.
In the police.
So if you do get a mission over, it's actually better to just put back to this and load your save. Because you only get like 3 continues for the entire single player, so there's no penalty for doing this, so
Without his allies
Sure.
in the police force.
alright.
We're doing our best to track Lazarus. In the meantime, take a trip east and pick up some weapons from the pier. You'd better get over to the southwest booth.
All right.
It looks like Lazarus is making a run for it. He's moving all his equipment and weapons to the beach, probably planning to carry on his work elsewhere. The members of his cult can't be far behind. Stop every vehicle that tries to get to the beach.
But yeah, going back, I guess, to why I like this one over the other vehicular combat games is because this one's almost like a proto GTA. Like the PS1 GTA games at this time were overhead perspective in 2D. Well, mostly 2D. And Driver didn't have any combat. Alien car. Get to the You can't turn around.
That's
Okay.
one down, but there are many more to come. Prevent any of Lazarus' disciples getting to their boat by the beach.
Okay. Oh, geez, that's way up there. Okay. All right, so for the HUD on the right side, make a little bit more sense of that.
Disciple target detected.
The upper left of the HUD is my armor. The bottom left of that is my speed. Bottom right is the fuel gauge. And then top right is enemy health. And then there's of course, the radar on the left side. Hey, that worked out. Man, those vans can really move. Holy crap. All right, get out of the way. Get out of the way. All right. That might be mission over. Got awesome powered by that thing.
Mission
Yep.
failed.
Just like that. God. Just because
Without
one
his
car
allies
gets in the
as
way.
police
All right.
Without his allies in the police,
We're doing our best to track Lazarus. In the meantime, take
Yep,
a
it's always the taxi
pick up some
drivers.
weapons from the pier.
All right.
You'd better get over to the southwest booth. It looks like Lazarus is making a run for it. He's moving all his equipment and weapons to the beach, probably planning to carry on his work elsewhere. Members of his cult can't be far behind. Stop every vehicle that tries to get to the beach.
So I tried out Frogger and Ridge Racer today to make sure that they worked, and they do. And man, those are both going to be very short games. It looks like. Because Frogger is just like, hey, here's arcade Frogger except in 3D. And Ridge Racer is like practically an arcade game. I think it was an arcade game actually. Like, okay, here's... Why is this...
That's one down, but there are many more to come. Prevent any of Lazarus' disciples getting to their boat by the beach.
This Ridge Racer is like 6 tracks. Or maybe it's even 5 tracks. It's not a lot. Nice of the man to wait for me.
Disciple target detected.
Alright, no running into taxis this time. Okay, straight north. Okay, it should be straight ahead here. All right. So that's over in the stadium area? So I think this is probably the last mission in San Francisco. This is the San Francisco area. I guess it eventually comes to me. Sure. And I'm really hoping the next area has a different drum loop.
Mission.
You shitting me.
Without his allies in the police force, the situation is...
This mission is just annoying. Some of the other missions, it was like, okay, you only have to prevent one car from getting to some area, and then the rest of the mission you can do whatever, but this one, it's like nothing but...
Without his allies in the police...
a blockade.
We're doing our best to track Lazarus. Time, take a trip east and pick up some weapons from the pier.
It's like... This is like the equivalent of an escort mission for this game. Even though there are actually escort missions, and somehow this manages to be worse.
You'd better get over to the southwest booth. It looks like Lazarus is making a run for it. He's moving all his equipment and weapons to the beach, probably planning to carry on his work elsewhere. The members of his cult can't be far behind. Stop every vehicle that tries to get to the beach.
And I'm not sure how I would head that one off at the... on the way to the beach. Because it looks like once I get into that area where I got the last one, it'll be passing through there. How does this thing have so much health? Like, the laser is supposed to be the super weapon.
That's one down, but there are many
Man.
more to come.
God, that's
Prevent
like...
any of Lazarus' disciples getting to their boat by the beach.
That's so weird that it goes from, like, full health to no health. And I'm not sure why.
Disciple target detected.
Okay. And I can't really go to the healing and refueling station for this one either. Up all of my lasers already. Okay.
There are choppers heading in your direction. We have an armorer stationed in the lighthouse. Head up there and pick up some missiles, then take them out.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. All right, we're good. Okay. armor at the most inaccessible spot.
Mission failed.
Oh man, this game got real annoying real quick.
We're doing our
Yeah, the discard is, yeah, it's just broken glass against retina searing magenta, which I kind of like it. Like they didn't put much thought into their save game icon, as you can see up here. It's just AD with some fake fire behind it, or no, it's just orange with AD in it. But the discard looks good.
Without his allies in the police force.
Okay.
We're doing our best to track Lazarus. In the meantime, take
So-
your beast, pick up some weapons.
All right, I need to change my approach for when I get to the helicopter part. So after I do that, I think priority 1 should be going to a repair place. And then heading to the...
Mission failed.
Without his allies in the police.
Yeah, PS2's got a lot of cool save animations. Yeah, that's kind of the thing that you don't really get anymore these days. Is neat little things like that.
Without his allies in the police force.
We're doing our best to track Lazarus. In the meantime, take a trip east, pick up some weapons from the pier.
Did anybody see that that leak on Twitter like an hour or so ago of the cheaper new Xbox, the Series S? And that looks like a washing machine.
You'd better get over to the southwest.
And it's apparently going to be $299. That's
for it. He's moving all his
that is
equipment and
aggressively priced
probably planning
for
to
that
carry on
thing.
his work elsewhere. The members of his cult can't be far behind. Stop every vehicle that tries to get to the beach.
Alright, maybe I should just use the heavy homers on the first one, because that one... For whatever reason, this first van just is an actual tank.
That's one down. There are many more to come.
Alright.
Prevent any of Lazarus' disciples getting to their boat by the beach.
Okay, so I gotta go all the way out there. Yeah, the lack of a disk drive thing is always a little off-putting, but you know, it's bound to happen at some point, right? And technically they've already done it. I think there's a version of the Xbox One that just doesn't have physical media at all. Okay, it's gonna be coming right for me. Here it is.
Disciple target detected.
And then this one, I need to turn right up here. Or not, I think I already missed it. I did. Shit. It's so hard to read this map because it makes your own icon on the map like enormous, and I can never tell which street I'm on. Shit, it's already past me. I think this is also RIP. And then from that perspective there, like, okay, I've already failed. It looks like, oh, no. Now I have. Fuck. Oh boy.
Police force.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
We're doing our best to track Lazarus. In the meantime,
Performance.
take a trip east and pick up some weapons.
Yeah. Oh yeah, PSP Go. I actually have one of those. Let's see. I have it in here. I do. Right here. Ha. Pretty neat little device. And for some reason it's all dusty and it's been inside of my storage thing here. I don't know how that happened. How's a normie gonna know the difference? Well, for semi-informed consumers,
in the police force, the situation
like let's say College Dude Bro.
Doing our best to track Lazarus.
If College Dude Bro is going out to
Pick
GameStop
up some weapons from the
to get the new Xbox and presented at the store between those two options, they probably still go with the lower end model. And I think the best way to compare that would be sales of like PS4 Pro versus the base model, and Xbox One X and the base model of that, or the Series S. Actually, that's probably the better comparison is Xbox One X and One S, because those came out around the same time.
Stop every vehicle that tries to get to the beach.
And I think the cheaper Series S outsold the One by a lot. So as long as it plays the games for normies, I don't think they really care if it's going to be at 4K 60 or 8K 30, whatever. And actually, kind of the weird thing about all of that now, the 4K 120 and 8K stuff, is that it's going to be a switch to HDMI 2.1 now, which is really going to complicate things. Like I was looking up, like, hypothetically, if I upgraded my OLED to one of this year's models, like not the 8K one, because I am not literally made of money, but like to the 4K 120 models, what it would change. And it would change quite a bit, actually, because I won't be able to use my HDMI 2.0 gear as well as I can. Because HDMI 2.1 is different enough that it'll actually affect pretty much every single thing that I have to plug in. Okay, and then the van is gonna come this way. Nope. Okay, that did not go how I thought that would. Get out of the way, car. Get out of the way. this mission sucks. This
Without
mission
his
sucks.
allies in the police force, the situation in San Francisco is...
We're doing our...
Oh, okay, 3 lives left.
We're doing...
See, that's why you gotta do this. Yeah. Well, not paying $70 for it. Well, the thing is that
Without his
the
allies
secondhand
in the police
prices
force,
are
the
going to go
situation
up as well too.
We're doing our best to track Lazarus. In the meantime, take a trip east and pick up some weapons from the pier.
And actually, like I've been looking at used prices for some recent stuff, and like man, getting stuff used anymore, it's not like you can get huge bargains on things that much. And believe me, I'm looking. Like I watch cheap ass gamers Twitter feed like a hawk and all
Better get
that.
over to the southwest booth. It looks like Lazarus is making a run for it.
And it seems nowadays, beyond like PC games, the console stuff really isn't that discounted anymore.
Stop every vehicle that tries to get to the beach.
Even the physical media. Like sure, rarely you can get the big sales, but not anywhere near as much anymore. And yeah, it's very likely that PC games are going to also raise their prices up to 70. Oh boy. And honestly, retro gaming not that much better if you want to use original hardware and original discs, because collectors and resellers are just gonna jack up their prices too, as they've been doing for forever.
That's one down, but there are many more to come. Prevent any of Lazarus' disciples getting to their boat by the beach.
Hey, Keeney. Welcome. Bigger draw distance than driver. Yeah, it does have a larger draw distance. It also, I think, runs a little bit better. I think maybe they both run at about 20.
Disciple target detected.
This one is the troublesome one. Trying to run right into it. Get out of the way, cars.
Cultist detected.
Okay. N64 for 80. Yeah, that seems about right for what I've seen. For how much those have been going for.
There are choppers heading in your direction.
Okay.
We have an armorer stationed in the lighthouse. Head up there and pick up some missiles, then take them out.
All right. Actually, I'm doing okay on armor. I might be able to just do this if I can outrun the choppers. Have you modded your N64 for RGB, Aquas? Because I did that for mine, and I have one of the later models that require some bullshit to make them work. And man, least fun console I have modified for RGB the old N64. All right. Much better. Oh, don't fall in the water. Just this video. Yeah, to be honest, RGB doesn't do a whole lot for N64, so you made the correct decision on that one. What you been playing on your 64? I think my backlog stuff is like, well, the good games on the N64. Like GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Super Mario 64.
Lazarus has gathered his remaining troops inside the stadium in the park. The entrance is well guarded, but you must find a way to get inside and destroy everything that moves.
Huh, okay. Finished up Perfect Dark, Blast Core's the left. Nice. Yeah, I've never played Blast Core. It looks neat, but I think I tried that before, and I didn't play for very long because I didn't like the camera angle of like not being able to see much of anything in that game. Probably have to do some sort of jump or something to get in there. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yo.
Mission failed.
Without his allies in the police force, the situation in San Francisco has become untenable for Lazarus. He may be on the way out of the city.
All right, let's say this is the final level.
Our best to track Lazarus.
This is the final boss right here.
Take a trip east. Pick up some weapons from here.
Because my patience for this game is wearing very thin. And this is like halfway through the game, apparently. There are button codes I can do, but if this is what mid-game difficulty is supposed to be for this, then yeesh.
You'd better get over to the southwest booth. It looks like Lazarus is making a run for it. He's moving all his equipment and weapons to the beach, probably planning to carry on his work elsewhere.
So I need to save some missiles
far behind,
for that final part, I guess.
Tries to get to the beach.
I'm also in the back of my mind trying to figure out what could be the cause of that crackling in the digital audio, because I'm gonna have to figure that out for my when I do the X Station modified system. Nice. That pedestrian just ate a missile.
But there are many more to come. Prevent any of Lazarus' disciples getting to their boat by the beach.
I should have waited a bit before taking out that one, because now I'm going to have less time to take out this other one. Unless I hit it like head on. Like that.
Disciple target detected. direction. We have an armorer stationed in the lighthouse.
All right.
Head up there and pick up some missiles, then take them out.
It's crazy how inconsistent this level can be. And how missiles, seeker missiles sound like revolver gunshots. I am almost fucking dead already from one helicopter. Okay.
Mission failed.
And there's nothing you could do about
Without his
that.
allies in the police
I went
force,
from
the situation in San Francisco has
150%
become
health
untenable for
to
Lazarus.
dead in like 2 seconds.
We're
Holy shit. Because I was on my second health bar for that. I was on my second health bar.
Without his allies in the police force,
Dude.
We're doing our best to track Lazarus. In the meantime, take a trip east and pick up some weapons from the pier.
Alright, now this game is reminding me of 007 Racing. And that final level for it. Because this is the final level for this one too. Don't trust the walkthroughs and the level cheats and all that. This is actually the final level of Auto Destruct. That's why it's so difficult.
You'd better get over to the southwest booth. Lazarus is making a run for it. He's moving all his equipment and weapons to the beach, probably planning to capture.
All I want to find out is if the level after this
far behind.
has a different
Every vehicle that tries to get to the beach.
a different song for it. That's all I really want to know. And I'm gonna find out. And then I'm going to hit that power button. With the nitro. This thing's almost it was at full health.
That's one down, but there are many more to come. Prevent any of Lazarus' disciples getting to their boat by the beach.
How? I hit it with 12 missiles. And it wasn't damaged at all when I got to it. And now this one's almost dead already.
Disciple target detected.
I see you.
Cultist detected.
Okay. Oh yeah, Echo, so I saw that you were doing Gran Turismo 3. Are you doing that with a wheel or just a controller? GT3. Quality choice. Love that one. Probably my favorite Gran Turismo. Like I did the thing where you...
Your direction. We have an armorer
Okay.
stationed in the lighthouse. Head up there and pick up some missiles, then take them out.
Alright, I'm absolutely getting the health back before I do this. Because yeah, I did the thing where you put a rubber band on the left analog stick and hold down the X button to do endurance races to unlock the F1 cars. Oh, just controller. Yeah, you can keep your eye out on like Goodwill for a Force GT, because you can actually use USB wheels like that for like GT3 on PS2. Like that's how I plan to do the GT3 playthroughs, or the PS2 racing game. And those wheels work on PC as well, and PS4 or PS3. I'm not sure about PS4. You might have to use a converter. All right. Because I think I got mine for like 60 shipped. I'm almost dead again. Holy shit. Ah, God. Okay. Alright. Don't fall in the water. God. Nope, don't. There's only 2 repair places in this entire area. And they're both at like the most inconvenient spots on the map. Don't you fucking dare run into me. And of course this other helicopter is like right next to this one. Okay. Yeah, the Force GT. There's also there's a few different models. Like I think the PS3 wheels might also work on PS2. This is probably a real bad place to blow up the helicopter from, but actually it'd probably help if I did this for the next part of the mission. But yeah, the one I have is called Force GT, and it does work on PS2. So that, and PS3 and all that. So I think that one might be the ideal one. All right, helicopter, come on. Probably get it once it circles around past the front gate again. Yep. All right, there we go.
Has gathered his remaining troops inside the stadium in the park. The entrance is well guarded, but you must find a way to get inside and destroy everything that moves.
All right, there's me. Hey, Orange Blur. Okay. Okay. how the fuck are you supposed to do this with those tanks there?
Without his allies in the police force, the situation in San Francisco has become untenable for Lazarus.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. This level. Even if you try and cheese it, the game does not let you.
Without his allies in
And
the
those
police
tanks normally aren't that accurate.
We're doing our best to
At least
track
in levels
Lazarus.
before this, like they
Meantime,
would,
take a trip east and pick up some weapons from the pier.
they wouldn't be blowing you up that quick. So something definitely weird here with how those are doing.
You'd better get over to the southwest booth. It looks like Lazarus is making a run for it. He's moving all his equipment and weapons to the beach, probably planning to carry
Long
on
enough
his
for a
work
price point.
elsewhere. The members of his
Probably.
cult can't be far behind.
But I have a feeling
Stop
this one
every
was
vehicle that tries to get to the beach.
probably a popular rental. Oh, a one-term rental and then sent back. Of hey, look, it's another Twisted Metal, except by EA. So there's nothing on the cover to this game about like from the makers of Need for Speed or anything like that. So it's not like they were trying to leverage the brand or anything, which I think is probably a mistake. I did the same thing again.
Many more to
Shit.
come. Prevent any of Lazarus' disciples getting to their boat by the beach.
Like if I were EA marketing back then for this, people probably knew the name of Need for Speed at this point. Many people. But auto destruct, not even a thing. So it probably would have been a better idea to at least mention something about Need for Speed.
Disciple target detected.
But I guess on the other hand, I don't think back then car makers allowed destruction of their cars in games like that. That I don't think was even a thing until, geez, Forza? Maybe? Because they wanted their cars to always look pristine. Like, sure, there's technical limitations and all that, but for licensed cars, I don't think they allowed any sort of car damage for a while. Alright, man. Stop it.
Cultist detected.
Alright. More frustrating than 007 colon racing? Well, I think it's a better game than 007 colon racing. But yeah, it's certainly gotten me the big mad a few times already. On this level. Oh my god. Come on.
There are choppers
All right.
heading in your direction. We have an armorer stationed in the lighthouse. Head up there and pick up some missiles, then
Okay.
take them out.
That is like about as late as you can get that kill. Okay. Alright, time for this bullshit part. Because yeah, the part about this part of the mission is that there's the helicopters. They could just decide to, okay, we're gonna hit you with all the missiles all at once. Good luck. And there is nothing you can do about it. guess there's only one over by the weapon pickups. Catch up to me. And now I gotta get my ass back to the healing spot. Left here. Okay. All right. There's still 3 helicopters left. Yep. All right. Gotta heal up after every single one, apparently. Man, what a bad mission. What were they thinking? And then that other one is just kind of hanging out down south, which is a problem. And then after I take out this last helicopter, like, I still have to deal with those tanks. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that because they one-shot me. Like, there's got to be some sort of trick to it. But what that trick is, I don't know. And I haven't seen any other, like, weapon power-ups around either. Which... they don't really give you much to work with in this level.
Lazarus has gathered his remaining troops inside the stadium in the park. The entrance is well guarded, but you must find a way to get inside and destroy everything that moves.
Yeah, and I thought I did get inside last time, and I destroyed almost everything. But maybe the tanks aren't an objective, and they intend you to cheese this? Like, I don't even see any. Okay. I guess I'll go over to the north side of that area. Yeah, some armor drops maybe, or anything. Anything drops somewhere. Like, where's my helicopter backup? Okay, so the tanks are like a block to the west of here. So I can't even show my car face over there. And it seems like I need to use like a jump or something to get into the stadium area. Either that or I need to like corner peek or something to... Okay. So I might be able to use that hill right there. Okay, that's new. All right. Yeah, they give you a bunch of turbo. Okay.
Mission failed.
Without his allies in the police,
All right. I'm done with auto destructs. Cut the timer on that. Okay. All right. Auto destruct, huh? Completed? No. Cheated? I don't care enough at this point. Alright, things I like. That one music loop is pretty good. Graphics are pretty decent for the kind of game that it was. Let's see. Game certainly had promise to it. So this is like a proto GTA 3. Like Driver, which came out I think in like 98 or 99, I want to say, like a few years later. That one is more like a weird stealth kind of game, pursuit kind of game in Driver. That was still open-ish world. But this game does kind of the same thing, except it actually gives you weapons, which is very different from Driver. At least Driver, the one that I played. And yeah. Sure. Everything else. All right, dank memes. Driving into a pond. Drum and bass loop that plays for the whole game. Nice. Microsoft. Perfect. All right, drum and bass, absolutely. Alamaus, I don't know, and I don't care to know at this point. All right, difficulties are hard. Probably a 4 out of 5 because this game's filled with bullshit. I did make it to the halfway point, and like, man, that difficulty curve when you get up to there, that's some bullshit. Like, and I think even if you do boost your way into that stadium area, you're still gonna get blown up by the tanks probably. Because that's what happened last time when I cheesed my way into the stadium. Like, I still got blown up by the tanks. So sure. So this game isn't complete trash. It certainly got its problems, big problems. But considering when it came out, 97, so about halfway and maybe a bit before the halfway point in the PS1's lifespan. Pretty ambitious game for what it is. Even just like the San Francisco area for the first, I don't know, third to half of the game. Looked pretty good. It ran at 20 FPS, but you know, for what it is, that's good enough for something like that. I like that they give you multiple camera angles, especially like the really weird ones. Like, hey, if you wanna have the GTA camera, you can. I don't know who'd ever want to play it like that, but you can. They give you the option. Yeah, this game has 25 levels. 25 levels. No thanks. But man, the difficulty curve in this game is just stupid. It's just stupid. And the way that a lot of the game mechanics seem to go against the player. Like every single car, it seems, is just programmed to get in your way, and then the collision, the hitboxes on the cars are way bigger than it appears. Either that or because of the camera angle or that the hitbox for the player car is bigger than it should be or something. I don't know, but I was doing my best to not run into cars, and I was running into cars for most of the game. So that's probably my biggest complaint about that. And I guess, would I say that I had fun with this game? Up until about this. Honestly, I think this is probably still more fun than Twisted Metal, but to me that's not saying a lot. And probably a below average amount of fun, and that's also what this game is. So this game certainly has its promise. It's not complete trash, but man, I did not like this one very much at all. So there we go. I am pulling the plug, pulling the chute, pumping the brakes, bailing out of auto destruct in 2 hours 51 minutes. I don't know. I guess if you really like this genre, then give this a look, but otherwise, nah. All right, let's commit that.